What's up? What's up? What's up, family, friends, foes, fake assholes? Good evening to anybody who's watching, to anybody who's listening. I appreciate it all. This is the Black Podcast Show. I am your host, your humble and gracious host, Auchante. I'm happy to be here with y'all another day. For those repeat listeners, for those repeat watchers, I appreciate it so much. If you're watching right now, please like, share, go to the Black Podcast Show on Facebook and subscribe. Go to my YouTube page, all that. Help me push the platform. So today I actually have a really special episode. Today is going to be a TAE TALK episode. And what that means is I'm not going to do true crime today. Today is just going to be a full episode of me just giving my opinion, talking about stuff, and pretty much talking shit. I felt like, why not? So also, before I get started, though, I do have a little motivation. It's just going to be really quick. I was in a club last week. I was in Houston for one of my homegirls' birthday. Shout out to you, Jazz. Happy 30th. And I was in Space. That was the name of the club. And if you're in Houston and you're going to the club, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. We had a really good-ass time. The DJ, I found out later it was 2 DJs. They was both on point. But anyways, let me get to the motivation of it. While I was there, a song was played, and I'm sure anyone listening is familiar with the song, but the lyrics they hit a little bit different. So I'm going to be brief. I'm going to be real quick because I got a lot of TAE talk, but I'm going to just give y'all this motivation, and I want y'all to receive it. The lyrics were by Waka Flocka in his debut song, Oh Let's Do It. And he stated, I fucked my money up. Now I can't re-up. I ran up in his spot just to get my stacks up. Now I'm back on deck. So I'm going to stop right there. That's pretty much the whole lyric. The song goes on. It's a very intense, passionate, erratic song. I love it. Love the song. But I'm going to stop right there. He said he fucked his money up and he could not re-up, meaning he was unable to buy additional product to, make more money. So he ran up in someone's spot just to get his stacks up. What that tells me is that Waka Flocka will do whatever it takes to accomplish his goals. He didn't let the fact that he had fucked his money up stop him from re-ing up. He ran up in someone's spot just to get his stacks up. So I say all that to say we got to be relentless about chasing our goals. That's the message I got from Waka Flocka. We got to be relentless about chasing our goals. His goal at that particular time was to re-up. Despite the fact that he had self-sabotaged and fucked his money up, he simply ran up in someone's spot. He didn't say, I fucked my money up, now I can't re-up, I'm sitting at home sad, crying. No. He ran up in someone's spot just to get his stacks up. Now he's back on deck. You can be back on deck too. When you fuck up, just get back up. That's all it is. That's all it is. We have to be relentless about accomplishing our goals. If you got something that you need to accomplish, something in mind, something planned, an idea, you got to stop letting yourself not accomplish it just because you fucked your money up. So just keep that in mind this week, this month, this year. Even if you mess up, that don't mean you sit at home and beat yourself up. That don't mean you sit at home and cry about it. That mean I'm not encouraging you to run up in nobody's spot just to get your stacks up. Let me state that. But you got to do what you got to do. Whether you got to get another job, whether you got to get a side hustle, whatever you got to do it. Get relentless about your shit. Get on your shit. All right. So anyways, that's the motivation for this week. Like I said, carry that with you. We're going to jump right into the TAE talk. I got a few am I the asshole? I got a few relationship advice. I'm going to just keep it real casual on this Sunday. I'm going to keep it real casual today. It'll be Let me pull it up on my phone so I can go ahead and get it going. Must be a delay in me and my engineer because I hear myself late. All right. So the first TAE Talk I have for today in the Black Advice segment, a young lady is wanting to know, is this evidence or am I just imagining it? So you can imagine what she's asking about. All right. I'm a 27-year-old female. I work nights. My boyfriend is a 27-year-old male who I've lived with for 4 years. We've been together 8. He works during the day, so pretty much every morning when I come home, our bed sheets are all tangled up and slept in because he leaves for work without making it. So about a week ago, I made the bed before I left for work this in the evening. When I got back in the morning, the bed was made exactly as I had left it. Everything was left exactly as I had left it the night before. He is not capable of making the bed like I do. Also, my sleep mask was right where I left it under his pillow, something he probably would have moved if he had slept there. I thought it was odd, and at the time I didn't know why, but I made a note of the date on my phone and just jotted down that he did not sleep in the bed. I asked him about it that evening. I even phrased it like, "Oh, did you fall asleep on the couch or something?" And he said no. So I said, "That's weird because when I came home, the bed hadn't been slept in." He insisted that he had just slipped under the covers and didn't move at all while he slept. And when he got up in the morning, he just pulled the cover back up. He was adamant and said that he didn't know what else to tell me. I find this very hard to believe. The sham pillow was still in its place, and his nightly habit is to throw the sham pillow across the room when he goes to sleep, and he never puts it back in the morning. Fast forward to a few days later. I was using his phone because mine was dead. Something told me to look at his search history. I found multiple Google searches for hotels in our town from that night where the bed was unslept in. I know he had gone to dinner with his coworkers that night too. He told me about that, but now I'm left with the question of why the bed wasn't slept in and why he was searching for hotels in our city. I can't confide to anyone in my life about this, and I just want to know if it looks as bad as I think it does. Well, baby girl, I'm going to call you Amy. No, matter of fact, I'm going to call you Shay. I'm going to start giving the girls black names. Shay, Dante, let me just say this. Yes, it does look as bad as you think it does. Dante is on that bullshit. He really is. It looks as bad as you think it does. But maybe not, because if he went out with his coworkers, it's a possibility that he just got too drunk and got a hotel because maybe he didn't want to drive. And maybe he lied about it because he knew that wouldn't sound right. I don't know, but it definitely looks bad. I feel like Dante is on that bullshit. But if he's never done anything like this before, maybe not. But it definitely looks bad. I think that you should probably put a little more pressure on him, get more information about that night, and let me see what you said about. So a few days later, something told you to look at his search history. Yeah, something did tell you to look at his search history. The thought of him not sleeping in that bed that night is what told you to look at his search history. You were looking for something, and you found it. You found it, Shay. So I don't know if this is breakup worthy or anything like that, but I think that y'all need to talk about it further because there's something more to this story that he's not telling you. And you deserve to know if y'all living together and everything like that. And y'all been together 8 years. So that's quite a while. I mean, y'all been together 8 years. Y'all lived together 4 years. It sounds like y'all have a pretty good relationship. If he's never cheated before, if he has cheated before, then you know what's going on. You picking up on a pattern. All right, so let's go to the next one. Shay, yeah, you need to look more into that. You need to look further into Dante in that hotel and not sleeping in the bed that night. All right, next one is my mom is talking to her ex who abused me. Whoa. That's all I'm going to say. My mom is a 44-year-old female. I'm a 23-year-old male. My dad died when I was young. She ended up marrying her ex probably a bit too fast. He started sexually abusing me when I was 6. He admitted to it when I was 9 and they divorced. My mom has been so lonely during lockdown. She lives alone and we make the occasional visit, but not as much as we'd like to. I went today and she got a text notification on her iPad with her ex's name. I asked her about it and she admitted to me that they had been talking. I asked her if she was kidding. I honestly don't remember everything I said, but she tried to tell me that he spent so many years trying to make up for what he did. He tried to kill himself over it at one point. He gives back to the community now, converted, etc. I was shocked. I just left. My wife says I need to give her an ultimatum, me or him. And I think she's right, but I'm actually worried about my mom's mental state. She loves me. She's always put me first. At the same time, we have a baby on the way, and why the hell would she do this? My wife honestly says if it were her in my situation, she would go no contact. But I know my mom loves me and I wouldn't do that. I've tried to call my mom since she begged me to just listen and try to give him a chance, even though she understands the pain he put me through. She was crying, and my mom usually isn't that emotional. I know I'm going to give her the ultimatum, but I'm afraid she needs help. How do I put that in a way that won't isolate her? I don't even know. I'm going to call your mom Lavita. Young man, I'm going to call you Chris. Chris, this is some heavy shit. Jeez, Louise. I want to be sensitive about this, but personally and honestly, if you don't mind me speaking candidly, Chris, and obviously you don't because you put the letter online for billions of people to see, your mom is on some bullshit. Like, your mom is really fucked up. Like, it's no excuse. It's no excuse. It's no reason why she's talking to this guy that sexually abused her kid. Are you fucking crazy? Are you shitting me? Like, no. He started sexually abusing me when I was 6. He admitted to it when I was 9. That's it. Hard, like, stop right there. What the fuck else needs to be said? That's, Lavita, what's going on? Like, why are you doing this? You cannot possibly be that lonely that the only person you have to talk to is the same man that sexually abused your son. There's no excuse for that. There's no reason. So, Lavita, you need to make a Facebook page. You might need to make a Tinder page. You might need to make a Plenty of Fish. Shit, get on Christian Mingle. I don't even know what color y'all are. Get on Black People Meet. From what I understand, it's white people on there too. But you don't need to be talking to this guy that molested your son. That's what it is. It is molested. Abusing, yes, it was abuse, but yes, this is crazy. Chris, you're not the asshole. Maybe that wasn't your question. Whatever the case is, how do I put that in a way that I won't isolate her? I mean, Chris, this is the thing. This is your mom we're talking about. And it sounds like after her and this guy got divorced, it was just you and her. So it's understandable that you're very close to her. You want her to be okay. You love your mom. You said that. I'm sure your mom does love you. I'm not taking that away. But if you're giving her an ultimatum that says it's going to be you or this guy, you are isolating her for a reason. So you have to be prepared before you issue the ultimatum to isolate her. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Chris, that's some heavy shit. I feel for you. I'm sorry that happened to you. But your mom is fucking up right now. That's it. It's nothing this is not for you to take empathy on. This is not for you to be like, how can I not isolate her? Unfortunately, and it's going to hurt you to do it. That's the fucked up part. But you're going to have to isolate her. Because that's wrong. It's no reason. I can't. I don't even know. Loretta, you fucked up. Chris, you might need to go to therapy or something, bro. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. I definitely feel bad for that, though. That's horrible. All right. The next one is my husband, 34-year-old male, just confessed to me, 32-year-old female, that he has feelings for a coworker. Uh-oh. We've been married about 10 years. Well, for almost 10 years. We have no kids, and up until a week ago, I didn't know that he was feeling quote-unquote lonely in our relationship. After a long week of talking and claiming he hasn't been able to connect with me because I work too much, he finally confessed that he has feelings for a coworker. He claims nothing physical ever happened between them, but that they do text each other. I do not know what to do. He claims to want to make it work with me, but that things have to change between us. I agree. He asks for more quality time together, like going on dates and spending more time doing things that we both enjoy doing. However, he doesn't know if he can cut all communications with her because of work. I asked him to request for a transfer, and he said he doesn't know that he wants to do that because he has a good thing going on there. And I just don't know that I can trust him going to work every day knowing he will be seeing her at the store. I'm so broken and hurt about the emotional affair and his unwillingness to make the change to make us work. I don't know how to move forward. I'd appreciate any constructive advice. Man, that's definitely another heavy one. So I'm gonna call you Kim. I don't know why I'm just getting a Kim from you. Kim, this guy is giving me like Chad vibes, but black Chad, not white boy Chad. This dude is really giving me Chad vibes. Like a light-skinned dude named Chad, though. Kim, I feel like I kind of need a little bit more information, which I'm sure I'll never get from you because you don't know me and I don't know you. But I think that I'm not sure what you may be doing to make him feel like this. The thing is, you actually put in quotes. You said, after a long week of talking and claiming he hasn't been able to connect with me because I, quote unquote, work too much. Why did you put that in quotes as if it's not true? So I guess that would have to be my question. Do you work too much? There is a thing as working too much. I understand that you perhaps have a career that you enjoy, or even if you don't have a career that you enjoy, you have bills that you have to pay. You have a home that you like living in and electricity that you enjoy using. But you have to still have a healthy work-life balance. So, like I said, you put that in quotes. You might be a gaslighter because it seems like you're not really open to his prerogative. But I also think it's weird that he's saying he doesn't know if he can cut off all communications with her because of work. So Chad, yeah, you might not be able to cut off all communication with her because you got to see her at work. You got to talk to her at work. Y'all got to exchange information, borrow staplers, whatever type of shit y'all do at work. But at the same time, if you wanted to fix things, you would say to your wife, okay, look, babe, I am going to still see her at work. I can't change that. But what I will do is text her and tell her, hey, I'm not able to personally text you anymore. Reach out to her, or even if you don't text her and say that, just block the number. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are able to cut off the communication in a sense. But it seems like Chad is really low-key not ready to cut the communication off. And I think that he does still love you, but it seemed like he kind of want to keep talking to her for a little bit. And Kim, I don't think you should put up with that. But I don't know, y'all are married, so y'all have to figure that out. Honestly, y'all really any constructive advice? I mean, I don't feel like you can ask him to move his location of his job. I don't really know where he worked, but that's kind of extreme. I think you have to be willing to trust your husband. But I do think that he should be more willing to do something to put you at ease. But it seems like y'all talked about how y'all can spend more time together, going on dates, doing things y'all both enjoy doing. That's kind of how y'all have to come back together. Honestly, from jump to me, it would seem like I'm not married, but it seems like first y'all have to come back together and enjoy being with each other. And not to say y'all ever stop enjoying being with each other, but it seemed like y'all may have gotten distant because of maybe you working too much, or I don't even know how much Chad works, but Kim, it seemed like you do work a lot. So yeah, y'all need to definitely get back into date night, get back to being romantic. I don't know what y'all sex life is like, but you probably need to be dropping off that sloppy top a little more frequently. All right, let's go on to the next question or the next TAE Talk. My needs and wants have changed. Okay, now I picked this one because I felt like it's kind of immature, but I felt like it was cute. I felt like it was a little more lighthearted than the last couple ones. All right, so this guy says, I'm a 30-year-old male and my missus is a 27-year-old female, been together 7 years, and we have 2 children, and our dynamic has not changed since we met. We're the couple who torment each other in a jokey way. We don't often show affection towards one another, and I love you at bedtime is pretty much as soppy as we get. We've both always hated the cutesy-wootsy BS that some couples do. It makes us feel physically sick. Lately, since our daughter has come along, 10 months, we've not been able to have sex. She just physically can't with complications that followed. It's pissing us both off because it's the only time we've ever really been close. Our relationship must sound shit, but I promise we are both very fond of one another. Since we're not being intimate, I want to somehow be closer to her, but I don't know how to go about it. Do I just go for it and snuggle up to her on the sofa? She'd probably just think I'm plotting something. I'd feel weird coming out with it like, oh, can we just cuddle? I don't want her thinking I'm going soft after all. I thought that was kind of funny. I thought it was a little bit cute. And I mean, I think it's a real thing. So some couples do have that type of relationship where it's just a lot of joking, a lot of playing, a lot of ranking on each other. And that's probably how those kind of people are in general as well. So, but I mean, as you get older, you do kind of need for things to change a little bit. And I mean, sometimes it can be hard to go from one way to another, and it can be awkward, but if y'all are both on the same page, maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. So I don't think she gonna think you went soft. Y'all 30, you 30 now, and she's 27. She might want that too, for all you know. But I think you should express it to her. Just tell her, like, you know, say, I know we can't have sex, like on some real shit. I know we can't have sex, but I do feel like we should be a little bit more affectionate towards one another to make up for that. I feel like it'll allow both of us to be a little less frustrated with the situation. And just kind of tell her how you want to go about it, how you want to start talking to each other, how you want to cuddle, and et cetera, et cetera. I think just tell her, and that'll give her the chance to kind of start adjusting as well. Because I think it's going to be kind of hard. It's going to be, like I said, awkward. It's going to be funny hearing each other be cutesy like that. But I think all you got to do is just talk to her about it and express it. And she'll probably, for all you know, really be on the same thing. Because even though y'all have that type of ranking on each other, tormenting each other type of relationship, she's still a woman at the end of the day. And she probably does want that, or at least now she might want that additional affection in the form of, like, you know, little cute words, gestures, the cuddling thing. Um, but yeah, I think just talk to her about it, and it should be fine. I thought that letter was kind of funny. That little advice one was kind of funny. All right, now we're gonna get off the relationships and get into the am I the asshole? This one is kind of a relationship question too, but I really thought it was kind of funny as well. It says, am I the asshole for insulting my brother as a parent after his repeated suggestions about leaving my wife? Over a year and a half ago, my wife was in a serious car accident that's changed our lives. She suffered serious injuries and she almost didn't make it. By some miracle, she pulled through, but now she's permanently paralyzed from the waist down. We had a 5-month-old baby girl, and I'm not going to lie, it was a major challenge for us both settling into our new lives and managing parenthood. I was the one doing most of the child care while my wife recovered. My family has been supportive and lending a helping hand every now and then. My brother, not so much, but then again, we're not that close. Over the past year, when we talk, he'd say things like, man, I don't know how you have the patience for her anymore. Just leave already. Or make comments about my wife being kind of selfish for not at least suggesting I be allowed to see other people, given that we won't be having sex anymore. Completely untrue, but not really his business. My family and myself have berated him for talking that way, and I've told him to watch what he says. None of this was ever said in front of my wife, but it still bothered me. Recently, I was talking with my parents and my brother on Zoom. My daughter has been having trouble sleeping, so I've been quite tired. My brother ran his mouth. He doesn't understand why I'm still bothering with her. She's no longer doing me any good, and offered to give me his divorce attorney's info because I obviously didn't sign up to be my wife's babysitter on top of parenting. This irked me because my wife has been perfectly capable of taking care of herself. She obviously still needs assistance sometimes, and I help her. And 2, I still love my wife very much. I'm not going to leave her because it's no longer quote-unquote beneficial, as he puts it. I told him as such. I also brought up that, unlike him, I don't dip out when there's trouble and shirk my responsibilities. That upset him, so he ended the call. I brought this up because my brother divorced his wife, and since then he only sees my niece, his daughter, whenever he feels like it, which is rare. My parents have scolded me for stooping to his level. My brother also says I'm a dick when he's just thinking about my best interest, and that's no reason to drag him. I'll admit I was pretty pissed off in the moment, so maybe I was an asshole. All right, I'm going to call y'all brothers James and Jamal. And Jamal, let me tell you this. You are not the asshole. You were not the asshole. That nigga James, you really need to punch him in the mouth, because why the fuck is he steady talking about your wife? You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is this. Your wife got into a life-altering car accident. When you get married, you take vows for better or worse, sickness and health, etc., etc., etc. You don't leave your wife because she's in a bad situation now. Like, what? You really got to be a shitty-ass person to act like that. And it's not to say that the situation is not different. No, it's not what you signed up for, but when you get married, you don't know what you're signing up for. You're signing up to be with this person forever. That's what you know. When you get married, you're signing up for a lifelong commitment. So you can't say, so James, you fucked up. You really are a fucked up person. Like, that's the thing is this. If it was you in your situation, it would be fucked up. But it's like, hey, I guess he couldn't handle it. That's shitty. He has no loyalty. He has not a loyal bone in his body, but it is what it is. Okay. But for you to be telling somebody else to be shitty, encouraging them, how you going to encourage him to leave his wife, whom he has basically damn near a newborn baby with, just because she is paralyzed from the waist down? No, he's supposed to do exactly what he's doing. Staying with her, helping her, being there for her, holding shit down. And Jamal, matter of fact, let me just keep talking to James. And James, That's why it didn't work with you and your ex-wife, because you don't even know what that's about. And you only see your niece whenever you feel like it, which is rare. So why are you even letting this dude get to you, Jamal? It don't really seem like he has much going on. I don't know why your parents scolded you. That was kind of fucked up. But I don't think you're the asshole. It sounds like James is the asshole. Sound like he always been the asshole. He probably been like this since y'all was kids. I can't understand why he would offer you his divorce attorney's information and then say she's no longer beneficial to you. Like, what does that mean? Did he just look at her? He looks at women as sex robots or some shit, right? That's got to be what it is, because what does he mean she's no longer beneficial to you? Like, that's crazy. So, no, Jamal, you're not the asshole. James, fuck you. Parents, fuck y'all too, since y'all want to scold somebody. No, I'm just playing. Not fuck your parents, but I don't know why they would scold you. That was kind of crazy. So let's move on to the next letter. All right. I didn't send you that one. Am I the asshole for refusing to purchase a baby gift for my cousin's second baby shower? And I think this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. Am I the asshole for refusing to purchase a baby shower gift for my cousin's second baby shower? I'm a 26-year-old female. I found out that my cousin Beth, you already know with a name like Beth, you already know she the asshole. She's pregnant with her second child. I am happy for her, obviously, but she and I have never been close. I love to sew, and whenever I find out a family member or friend is expecting a baby, I make a nice baby blanket for them. I feel like it's a nice personalized gift that you can't get anywhere else, and I always make sure to get to get soft, high quality material to ensure that it is both safe and comfortable. Everyone who received a blanket from me always praised the craftsmanship and that their children still snuggle in with it well into their childhood. I made a nice baby blue blanket with puppies on it for Beth's first child. And whenever I go to visit, he's always carrying it around. And I also mentioned to anyone who was given a blanket to call me if they have any concerns about it, such as bunching cotton or loose threads, so I can fix it up for them. I've never gotten any complaints, so I must be doing it correctly. Say that. Recently, I got an email from Beth reminding everyone about her upcoming baby shower. It is a drive-by due to the pandemic. She had added a gift registration for guests to sign off on. I looked through it and was amazed at how expensive everything was. I understand that baby supplies can be pricey, but the cheapest thing on the registration is a stuffed rabbit costing $25. There were a lot of other things I find personally silly and inappropriate to ask for from family, such as nipple cream, new pajamas for Beth, not the baby, maternity diapers, etc. As a university student, I can't afford these things, and I figured a blanket I made would be a sweet gift. I texted my cousin and let her know that I could not really afford some of the items she asked for, but I would be more than happy to make a personalized baby blanket to match the nursery, woodland themed. I got a text back immediately from her saying that I had to pick something from the registry or purchase a gift card from Babies R Us with a minimum amount of $100. I asked if there was an issue with her son's blanket that would warrant her refusal of accepting my gift, and she stated that because it was homemade, it looked tacky and made her look cheap for not having a tag attached to it. Here's where I may be the asshole. I responded that I, under no circumstances, will be applying to her gift registration, and she can now kiss the baby blanket goodbye. Beth became upset, stating that I was a cheapskate, and I was depriving her unborn baby of needed supplies. I pointed out that she still had plenty of toys, books, and old clothes, strollers, etc. from her first child, and that she could still use them. She went quiet for a few days, and then messaged me this morning saying she'll still take the blanket. I'm still pissed, so I told her no, and I will be no longer attending her baby shower. Now I have cousins and aunts flooding my phone with complaints on how I'm a bad person. My parents are on my side, however, so I'm wanting to know if I am the asshole here. Absolutely fucking not. I'm gonna call you Brittany. Brittany, you are most definitely not the asshole. I feel like Beth is an asshole and a fucking bitch. Cause I'm pissed at this part. This part in particular where it says that you texted her and said that you couldn't afford some of the things on her registry, but that you would be more than happy to make a personal baby blanket to match her nursery. And she gonna text you back immediately and talking about you have to pick something for the registry or purchase a gift card from Babies R Us with a minimum amount of $100. How the hell you gonna tell me the minimum amount I have to give you as a gift? Like, the minimum amount $100. Who the fuck are you, Oprah? No, you will get what I give you, and the minimum amount will be whatever I can have to offer you. Like, you can't. That's basically pocket watching. Telling somebody that the minimum amount that they can spend on you for a gift that they don't even have to give you is $100. Like $100. Come on now, that's crazy. You only set a minimum gift when you're doing like Secret Santa or something, and even then, it's like $20. So for you to be setting a $100 limit, you have to know that your friends or whoever are high rollers. $100, like, that's kind of crazy. I'm not saying I wouldn't spend $100 on somebody like a cousin's baby shower, but I wouldn't feel, I would be irritated if they expected me or told me that I have to spend $100. If I have to spend $100, I'm not coming. It's that simple. I have to spend $100 to come to your baby shower. Well, I won't come. And then she said you was selfish. You was a cheapskate. I'm in college, you silly ass bitch. Yes, I am being a cheapskate. You don't even say where you work at, so you might not. You might be in college on scholarships. I don't know. I'm assuming you're in some type of grad school program because you're 26, but you could be in a bachelor program as well. To me, it's just kind of crazy for her to call you a cheapskate because you don't want to send her $100. Where's that nigga that you was fucking that got you pregnant? Get $100 from him. Fucking Beth. Sound like the type of bitch that fuck, type of white bitch that fuck black dudes. Excuse me for my language. I know it's kids watching this, so just know this is a family-friendly show. That just made me mad because a bitch like Beth is the type of hoe that ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, but got the nerve to be picky, talking about you have to get something off the registry or give her $100, basically. Or you could suck my dick from the back and I won't even come to your little funky ass baby shower because I'm sure it's going to be the first of many. Beth. Anyway, that was the last Am I the Asshole? And let me just state again, Brittany, you were not the asshole. Beth is a fucking bitch. I don't like her. Hate the name. And we're going to talk about, actually, I got another little, I got a text thread that I want to get y'all's opinion on. Well, I'm going to give y'all my opinion on it. If I get y'all opinion, that'd be cool too. But I just thought this was interesting. Let me see if we can get that up on the screen for you guys. And we're going to talk about a couple other things too. All right, bet. So the first message says, "Hey, babe, can you take a quick 5-minute break?" ? I'm guessing babe didn't text back. So, okay, this guy name ended up being Calvin. So Calvin texted again and said, "Babe." So babe says, "I can text. I'm in the car with Tasha making a delivery. We are 20 minutes from the location. I can call still, but she will hear. You good?" Calvin says, "I don't want her to hear. I just got laid off, babe. 7 fucking years with them, and they laid me off because sales are down by 40%. I'm losing it right now." Babe says, "What? ? You got laid off? Seriously? This better not be a joke, Calvin." Calvin says, "It's not, babe. I'm dead serious. They're giving me a severance package, 7 weeks paid, and then I'll have to file for unemployment. I'm really stressed over this. I know our wedding is in August. I need time to find another job. We need to save money at this point. We may have to move the date." She says, "Are you kidding me? ? We've been engaged 2 years. You're telling me to cancel our wedding? Are you serious? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What about my family and friends flying out? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Do you realize the embarrassment this will cause? Question mark, question mark. You're overreacting. Calvin says, babe, I was making over 100,000. I was making over 100K a year. Now that is gone. We have bills. Your check won't cover them all. If we cancel the wedding and I get my deposits back, we will have well over 20K to survive. I would also need the ring back too. I don't know how long it will take to find another job like the one I had. Imani, I'm sorry about this. I promise once I'm back working, we will have your dream wedding. Wow, you're serious about canceling my biggest day. Then you ask for the ring back as well. This is bullshit, and I'm not with it. I'm not agreeing to this. I'm not giving you the ring back. I earned it. You're acting like we are homeless. I make decent money. I still want my wedding. Leave me alone right now. Calvin says, you make 30K a year, babe. It won't help when our bills are over $4,000 a month. We can go to the courthouse and get married, then have a reception later. Can we do that, babe? I know you're mad, but we need to be smart with the money. I'll start making calls to cancel deposits. Again, I'm sorry about this. Babe says, if you do that, I'm done with you. I will leave you. I'm dead serious. I refuse to let you embarrass me, period. Are you serious? Question mark, question mark. You will leave me because we can't have a fancy wedding to impress people you don't even speak to on a daily? Are you serious? Question mark, question mark, question mark. You want to go broke and struggle to impress folks? Question mark, question mark. She says, yep, I'm serious. He said, okay, I will find another way to ensure we are okay. I'll call you later. She says, okay, I love you. And with a little pink heart emoji. That is crazy. I'm going to say they both crazy as hell. That shit really was probably fake. But I saw it and thought I wanted to talk about it because like everybody, the reason I wanted to talk about it was because all the comments and stuff that I saw was saying she was selfish, she was dead ass wrong, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm going to say, yes, she was slightly selfish. She was definitely a little selfish. But I'm going to also say he jumped the gun a lot. You know, yes, you just got fired from your job, but you are getting a 7-week severance package. So you still get 7 weeks of pay. And then on top of that, you can file unemployment. And then on top of that, you want the ring back. You want the ring back? So what you going to do, take the ring back to the shop where you got it from and literally get your money back? If you still want to marry this woman, why would you take the ring back? I'm not saying that I don't understand that it's, you know, not necessarily easy to get a job, but why would you jump to something like that? Why would you go from I'm in love with you, I want to be with you, to, oh, I just lost my job, give me the ring back? You already said you was going to call and get your deposits back. So once you do that, you're going to have 20K. And then on top of that, you want the ring back. That's a little fishy to me. That's a little fishy to me. Now, I get having a job where you're making over $100,000 a year and you lose that and you're not sure how or when you're going to find another job like that. I understand that part, but you should know that you will find something else. Even if it's not the same amount right away, you should be confident that you're going to find something else within a few months. To take the ring back, to me, that's saying, I really don't want to marry you. I just don't know how to tell you. Like, taking the ring back, that's extreme. Canceling the wedding or putting it on hold, getting your deposits back, I kind of get that, even though that's extreme. Like, if you just got fired that same day, it's something missing to the story. He might didn't even get fired. He might have got fired like a couple weeks ago. Because I'm not understanding that. What up, Cuzzo? What up, Nessa? That was for my watchers. For those that's listening, when you watch it live, I can see the comments. So, yeah, I think he don't want to get married, and he just don't know how to tell you. And I think that I don't know, maybe you started acting different once y'all became engaged, because y'all been engaged 2 years. That's quite a while. Most people get married within a year of being engaged. So the fact that y'all been engaged 2 years, that's kind of concerning already. So, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. If you got an opinion on that, drop it in the comments and just let me know what you think, because I thought that was interesting. Everybody was saying she was selfish. Well, she was slightly selfish, which is understandable. But I also think that dude jumped the gun. He talking about he want the ring back. That means he don't want to be with you. Yeah, ain't no wedding. That's why y'all not getting married. It ain't got shit to do with the finances. He don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to, like I told old boy, and am I the asshole? You might want to make you a tender, make you a plenty of fish, make you a Christian mingle, something like that. All right. So real quick, because it's almost about time for me to get up out of here, but I wanted to talk about the Dwyane Wade interview that everybody been talking about. This shit, it really amuses me, the shit that gets y'all up in arms. Like, seriously. It really brings me, like, immense entertainment to see people getting so upset about certain shit. So I'm going to play the little clip from the interview, and then I'm going to give y'all my commentary on it. Actually, I'm going to give you my commentary as it's playing. But, yeah, let's play that.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good now. Everybody's favorite power couple is in front of me. And Dwyane, I love what you said of Gabrielle, your beautiful wife. You said, it's not my job to change who she is. It's my job to be a part of the evolution.
That was good. That was deep, babe.
You know, in relationships, you know, we come in and we try to change people. We try to change them to the way that we want them to be. But I decided to start taking a different approach, you know, in this relationship. I think early on I came in like, hey, you get 2 drink max. And she didn't respond well to that.
No, it did not.
It was reasons for that too. Let me say that.
I have a good time.
Life of the party right here.
It's not the man leads and the woman follows. That's not what we live in this house, you know, at all. So for me, I have a wife that works just not just as hard, harder than I. And she had her own career. She had her own life before I came along. So from my perspective, it was like, okay, how can I be a part of the growth and the evolution of who she is, and not trying to change her or stunt her growth or make her in the way that I see fit.
How thrilling is it that you've got Shady Baby out now?
It's exciting.
It was a long process, and when you got 2 people with strong personalities like we have, trying to collab on our baby girl, it was a moment.
Were there some differences of opinion in there at some point in time?
A little bit,
yeah.
Yep. Well, congratulations on the book. And how did Kavya inspire it?
From the second she got here, she has been throwing shade. We noticed that, like, she would throw shade, if you will, in a reaction.
Yeah, I really
to
just wanted to hear
someone not respecting her boundaries, someone not respecting her voice. So we're like, okay, there's something here that we can do that's fun and funny, but still has a lesson in there. That your shade can be your superpower. That it could be something that we celebrate.
When she first seen the cover, she immediately said, "Baby Kavya," and we was like, "We did it! Yeah, we did it."
You did her good. Gabrielle, you've been so open and honest about, you know, some of the challenges you've had, your mental health and mental wellness struggles, even suicidal.
All right. So, yeah, basically what Dwyane said is he doesn't feel that he's the husband, he's the leader. That's not how they do it in their house. They are both the leaders. They both make decisions. They both have final say. So they both have, what he also said, big personalities. So I thought that was pretty cool. I really did. You know, I didn't really see the issue with it. A lot of people were saying that Dwyane Wade is a beta male. A lot of people were saying that he is a sissy, he's sassy, zesty. I saw so many comments taking this man down, saying a woman don't respect a man if he don't lead. And I just thought that was crazy. Because for one, it's not even like he came out saying, oh, this is the new wave. This is how every household needs to be ran. Every household needs to be just like this. What he was just stating is, oh, this is our household. It's not traditional, but this is how we do things, and this is what works for us. I never got the vibe that, and I never, if you actually watch the little clip, a lot of people in the comments even were saying, oh, look how she looking at him. She don't respect him. The stuff people say is crazy to me because what I saw when she was looking at him was literally admiration. So it was interesting. It's interesting to me. I actually posted it on my status, and I should read some of the comments, but as I expected, all of the occasional Christians came out. You know what I'm saying? People talking about, oh, it's in the Bible. People were sharing the actual video and everything, the clip, or the article that I had shared, talking about, yeah, this is in the Bible. I can't believe dudes zesty ass and all this. This is my thing. For all you part-time Bible thumpers, you cannot, it doesn't serve the point that you think it's serving when you say it's in the Bible, but I know for a fact that you don't live by the Bible on a regular basis. If you out here having sex outside of marriage, committing adultery, having sex with someone that's in a relationship, well, matter of fact, it don't matter if you're not having sex with the person that you are married to, that's adultery. You out here smoking and drinking, defiling your body, which is your temple. You don't live by what you say you live by. You out here fighting and arguing. You're not turning the other cheek like Jesus said to. You out here judging people. You out here doing X, Y, and Z. Don't fucking tell me what the Bible says because you want to prove a point. I don't even know what point you're proving. You feel like the man should be the leader in the household. Well, have that for your household. Let the man in your life or let you be the leader in your household. But why does everyone have to live by that standard? Why is it a problem for someone to say, "Oh, we don't live by that. We don't operate like that." Why is it, "Oh, he's Mrs. Union." People was calling him Dwyane Union. That's like so weird to me. Like, so are you saying he's less of a man because he don't feel the need to lead another grown ass adult? You don't think Gabrielle Union has the ability to make her own decisions? Because she seemed to have been doing pretty well before they got married. I mean, I don't know her like that, but she seemed to be making at least good business decisions. So, to me, I just think it's weird when someone feels like they have to be the leader of something. It's not weird. It's just based on ego, and that's fine. But why not just say, hey, my ego wouldn't allow me to be in a relationship that I could not be in control of. And that's okay, but just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to call Dwyane Wade, like, basically, like, trying to feminize him or trying to say, oh, he gay or he's not masculine. You don't have to say that. You don't have to project your own feelings, but just say, look, the way I operate, the way that my mentality is, my ego has told me that I have to be in control of any type of romantic situation. Otherwise, it means I'm not a man, I guess. Or just say, if you're the woman in that situation, hey, I'm not, I guess, mature enough or independent enough to be in a romantic situation where I'm not being told what to do, or I'm not being told that ultimately the final say-so has been delegated to someone else. I'm not able to control my own life. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But just say that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to talk about D-Wade. You don't have to try to bring his character down. Just say that your character doesn't allow you to operate like that. So finally, the last thing I wanted to talk about was this postpartum depression thing. And I am going to use Bow Wow to talk about it. But I just kind of want to know people's opinions. I'm kind of curious to what, men do know about postpartum depression and what they feel about it. How do they think that they can help? What do they think that they can do if they are in a situation where they come in contact with postpartum depression? So Bow Wow's baby mom ended up posting some stuff on the internet like, oh, people keep saying I want to be famous. This nigga don't see his son, and I've been dealing with postpartum, and I'm being told, oh, it's not my problem. So hold on, I have the Bow Wow had actually commented on some shit, and I just thought his comment was pretty nasty. So someone had posted the story. Okay, here it is. And it says, Bow Wow isn't the only one having trouble in the love department. The mother of his infant son throws shots at him on her Instagram stories after she opens up about having postpartum depression. So Bow Wow responds to this and says, not my fucking problem. Go get you a man who cares. I barely know the girl. I don't even have a photo with the girl. Let that hurt go. And this actually really disgusted me. I mean, I know that Bow Wow has done some lame shit, like posting a jet plane when he was in Coach, and just, different kind of weird shit where he be thinking that he really more than what he is. But I always thought to myself, just based off what I see on, like Instagram and the internet and stuff, he seems to at least be a good dad. He might be a weird ass, kind of corny ass nigga in general, but he at least seemed to be a good father. Can't take that away from him. But I just thought it was very strange for him to respond to that and say, not my fucking problem, when the mother of your child is saying that she has postpartum depression. That is your fucking problem. Go get you a man who cares. You don't have to be her man to care. At the point when you make a family with somebody, you care about your family. I barely know the girl. That's the decision you made, to have unprotected sex with her, obviously, with someone you barely know. That's not the question at hand, but that's questionable as well. But everybody does it. It's not to say that, having unprotected sex is the worst thing in the world, but when the consequence of a baby comes from unprotected sex, it's a lot that come with that. Like, I don't think a lot of men know that postpartum depression is a real thing, that it really affects women in a negative way, and it's something that they cannot control. It's literally a mental imbalance that I'm guessing is only helped through therapy or, just time. So for him to say, not my fucking problem, your child is in that environment. Is your son not your problem? I mean, I'm not saying that you have to call her every day and tell her you love her or anything like that, but it would seem that you would want to provide some type of support, some type of assistance. If nothing else, say, hey, let me take the baby for, an extended amount of time, and let me also look to getting you some therapy options. Is there any way I can pay for some therapy for you? This is the mother of your child. Like, at the end of the day, just don't be an asshole. And I don't know what the nature of that relationship is, if she's a bitch to him, if she don't let him see the kid or what, but that's not what it seemed like. It just seemed like he doesn't think it's his problem. But man, if she not good, your kid not good. If you was depressed, it would be her problem if she wanted to send a baby over there with you. So that's just my opinion on that. I would love to know, women, do you think that the men in your life understand postpartum depression? Fellas, do y'all think postpartum depression is real? Do y'all think that or not even just fellas, anyone in a co-parenting situation, do you think that if you break up, if you're not with that parent any longer, are you responsible for their postpartum depression? Are you responsible for still being a part of that co-parent support system? So y'all tell me what y'all think. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back next week, and the true crime story I got for y'all next week is really crazy. I'm going to be talking about some MLM shit. I actually got a lot of stuff to talk about next week. And actually, I got my boy, AMAC, that damn promoter, coming on here next week. AMAC, that damn promoter of Run It Up Co. He promote clubs, got a clothing line, promotes the Shea Trendy Smoke Shop. That's where they sell all the rap snacks, drinks, and all that. So just make sure you tune in. It's going to be turned up. It's going to be dumb, stupid, lit, just like always. It's your girl, Auchante. This is the Black Podcast Show. Make sure you like, share, comment, all that. Fuck with me the long way, because I fuck with y'all the long way. See you next week.